Taking a look at the book Kalashnikov Bayonets, The Collector's Guide to Bayonets for the AK and its Variations, written by Ivie in 2002. It's a hardcover book. It's about 11 by 8 inches, 200-something pages long. It's got a full-color dust cover with a cloth cover and gold writing on the actual cover. Once you dig in, you'll see that this is the 2002 publishing first edition. There is only the one edition of this book. It starts off with an introduction to the types of AK bayonets. You got your AK-47, the first ones, the original ones, then the modern or AKM bayonets. You get a later model or a second model of AKM, and then the most modern AK bayonets. So the beginning of the book takes you through the differences of those first of the variations, and then it takes you through chronologically through each of the types of bayonets, but for each type it'll take you through however many countries and however many versions that there might be for that bayonet. Lots of color pictures to give you variations on things and to give you some of the finer details. You've got training bayonets, you've got the standard bayonets. Every once in a while you get another unique or non-standard type that are all included in here. It's a true collector's guide, as you can see. Lots of color pictures, not quite full size, but large. Lots of description and writing, lots of narrative. Martin is a collector and a researcher and collaborated with lots of folks in the community to bring the information for this one together. So lots of information, not just a picture book, but at the same time plenty of illustrations and full color photos to give you an idea of the various minor differences to help you identify the different bayonets. As it goes through the different types of bayonets for the Kalashnikov, you finally get to the modern ones, and then it flips to bayonets for rifles that are adjacent or similar, like the Valmet or the VZ58s, some of the rifles that were in production from different countries that were just similar to the AK. Then it ends up with some prototypes and some one-of-a-kinds, and then after all of that, you get to some technical manuals and some mentions from the rifle manuals that were issued, descriptions of the bayonets and everything you'd want as a real collector. Finally, one of the greatest things about the book as a collector is this collector's guide at the end, and it's a list of pretty much every single thing that was available, that was known at the time of the writing, so that you can keep track of your collection. It ends up with an index and a table of contents so you can find everything real easily. It's a great book. There's pluses and minuses to it. It's well done, and it's very inclusive. It's got everything that was available at the time. It's from 2002, so things have happened since then. However, no other books have been published specifically about the bayonets from the AKs in English since then. New books that have been published are either in the Polish language or Russian language, so this is the only English version. When Martin made this in 2002, he collaborated and got photographs, and they're attributed to all different kinds of people from around the world. The technology at the time and emails and digital cameras, some of the images suffer. They're not bad, they're just not as crisp and nice as some of the newest photographic guides that are out there. As far as being a complete guide and as far as offering lots of useful information, this one cannot be beat. Kalashnikov Bayonets by Ivie.